Larry Wheels versus Khaled Jashell. King of the Table 3 in March. Is it going to happen? I think it is. Yet to be announced formally, so I'm getting way ahead of people. Hope I don't make anybody upset. There's been some messages that I sent back and forth just to do some digging after I heard that it was a possibility. Yes, it is very much a possibility that we see these two superstars go at it. A lot of people will say that, yeah, these guys haven't done that much in the sport as competitors yet. Larry, thank you for everything that Larry's done. And it is true that these guys, Khaled, I don't think he's had an official super match. I think he's entered maybe one local tournament in his entire life. That's what I think. But I am super excited about that match if it happens. I remember when I went to Dubai the first time to visit Larry. I guess it was a couple of years ago now. I'm not totally sure. I think on like day 3 or something. Khaled at the time was Awa, showed up, shook his hand, and I was like, oh my. I went right over to Larry and I'm like, Larry, do not touch that guy. Do not touch him. And I proceeded to get Khaled in the straps because I knew right away. He's one of those guys, right away when you shake his hand is so incredible that you know that you cannot work with it. Ask anyone who has actually spent any time with Khaled. Ask anyone who has met him, trained with him, and ask them what they think his potential is in the sport. I'll tell you, it's enormous. Unquestionably, in my mind, he's one of those guys that could take the sport right to the top. I have no doubt in my mind if he decides that arm wrestling is for him. I know he's got a lot of options right now. Right now, I think he's being pushed into the fight world, and I think he'll destroy that as well. But from what I've heard, there's a chance that he might be taking 6 months off the fighting and give arm wrestling a shot for a little period before he fully immerses himself. His hand is incredible. I don't know if you guys are familiar with some of the famous lifts for hand strength. A lot of the grip guys, people talk about the Thomas Inch dumbbell. I find the Thomas Inch dumbbell is a nice dividing line for people who have really strong hands and people who don't. Lots of arm wrestlers can pick up the Thomas Inch dumbbell. It's quite common that if you're a strong, good arm wrestler, you can pick up a Thomas Inch. There's something called the Millennium dumbbell, and I'll throw links underneath here to Khaled's channel or Batter's channel. I think it's on one of those of him working with the Millennium dumbbell, and I think that only him and Brian Shaw have ever picked it up, like on the entire planet so far. I think that that's how it is. It's like 100 kilo and like 4 inches diameter. It's completely ridiculous. Every single time I shake Khaled's hand, I see him pretty much every time I go to Dubai. I just know that he could take the sport very, very far. And then there's Larry. Same deal. The first time I arm wrestled Larry, I know that even when he was just starting, if you give Larry any kind of position, he's as strong as anybody. It's just experience. It's all it's missing. That's it. Larry already has proven himself in the strength world to be right at the very top. Unquestionably, he's going to get there. It's just when. You can see his progress. Yes, he's 2-0 at the moment. Schoolboy is no slouch. Neither is Brandon Allen. Both of them pose very unique challenges. And Larry, being the guy that he is, you know, Khaled is going to be no slouch either. Okay, this is not an easy match, even though Khaled will be. It's the middle of January. The match is potentially end of March, so we're looking at probably like 2 months for him to get ready. It's a good match. Anyways, I hope this match happens. Let me know what you guys think. Is this a match that you guys would be excited about? I think it's a view into the future. I think that hopefully, Khaled somehow decides that arm wrestling is for him, and he sticks with it. And then this is a glimpse into a lot. We're getting to see a lot of these guys coming up: Schoolboy, Brandon, Larry, now potentially Khaled. All these kind of entry dudes who unquestionably in a few years will be right at the very top. We get to see them at the beginning of their careers. Good times, guys. Oh yeah, check out my eye. Hey, what went in there? Hey, what was that? A little bit of pancake batter? Is that what it was? Hey, Joel, what's wrong with my eye?
You have a sty. Stop complaining and treat it.
Yeah. Have a good week, everybody.